Oh, kia ora, hello, welcome in. Our continuing coverage of Land Rover Rugby. And we're going to have a look now at the team sheets. Tafa, Halawhihi and Otunuku in the front row. Craig and Kingi, the two locks. Clark, Sititi and Basin. The loose forward trio, Yobu and Faleafanga in the halves. Nichols and Whinianga Nofo in the midfield. And Tangita Osefa and Doyle in the backfield for the Mangakeke 15 with Hankins, Tipai, Bria, Hainsworth, Fa'ofa, White, Howling, Manu Leawa, Asi, Payne and Lola here to come from the reserve bench.
Yeah, this player here, he's very exciting. AJ Faleafanga, he led St. Peter's College to their championship title at the age of 15. Very exciting player is AJ Faleafanga. A great boot on him. Fantastic ball runner, playmaker. He's still quite young, so we've got plenty of AJ Faleafanga to see in the future.
And the Tupai, Rob and Morlia in the front row for the Chiefs, Whonua and Smith. In the locking department, Slater, Ruben and Lasanga. The loose forward trio, Hotham and Kamara. In the halves, Tupou and Rova. In the midfield, Drona, York and Foot. In the three quarters and at fullback with Ralph Bartlett, Robinson, Rampling, Hutchings, McEwen, Strang, Smith, Rewity and Tui Vailala to complete their matchday squad of 25.
Avila Morlia out of St. Paul's Collegiate. Such a strong ball runner, very hard to stop. The leg drive is incredible. His pace as well off the mark for such a strong, big player is fantastic.
The New Zealand Barbarian squad of 50 players were announced. Dan Bowden. Is that Daniel Halanahu?
Captain, we're ready.
With him as well. Former Wallaby number 10.
You boys ready? Just keep them behind you all day, man.
AJ Faleafanga. Maybe play underway, and it's the Chiefs. Messam 15 with first use of the ball from inside their own quarter. Hotham, Kamara, little second man play as they attack the left edge. Hotham, Kamara looking for runners, and the speed of the Mangakeke defence is good. Now they hit the right edge. The Messam 15 find a gap. And there's a turnover. And now the Mangakeke 15 with some time with the ball. Yobu goes the left side for Yosefa. And Yobu. Jaden Kingi. Now Tafa. And three defenders on Tafa. Faleafanga coming back on the inside. Nichols. Yobu again, nice and patient. Stiti. Forwards out on the left side, and a loose ball, but they tidy up. The Mangakeke 15. Faleafanga, cut out ball for Sititi. Now they're in the 22 with the ball. Little double pump. Faleafanga's in a hole. Turns the ball back on the inside. And Yobu not able to take the pass. So the first opportunity put down by the Mangakeke 15.
Well, this game is being played at an electric pace. 2 minutes in, the ball's going side to side from both sides. You can see the break from Faleafanga just being put in a great hole. And then it was Dayton Yobu, couldn't quite hold on to the ball. And the Messam 15, well, they dodge a bullet there.
So Noah Hotham. Those of you regular watchers of Land Rover First 15 will recognise Hotham. He was a Sky Sport MVP earlier this year. He waits at the base of the scrum before taking some metres down the blind. Hotham Slips under a couple of high tackles.
Just here. Oh, yeah.
Hotham electing not to clear the ball, decided to have a go down the blind side himself, and he's an attacking 9, is Hotham out of Hamilton Boys High School. Seen him plenty of times on Land Rover First 15 rugby. You can see he has a dart down the blind side, out to the left, and just the high tackle from the Maunga Kia teammate. So Chiefs under 18s with the ball.
Campbell robbed to the back of the line out. Now the drive. Hotham has to dig hard for the ball. Hotham, the counter ruck coming from Otanuku. Tight head prop.
Yeah, it was just a knock on, mate.
Otanuku.
Yeah.
Making it hard for Hotham to clear the ball.
Slight knock on there from the Maunga Kia side. So again, the Messon 15, the attacking scrum all set out to the right-hand side. And that combination of Hotham and Kamara, 9 and 10, they've played together for many years at Hamilton Boys High, a very formidable pairing.
Hotham drops away to the open side, a little 8-9. Ruben for Hotham now, he's at the line, Hotham. Now they shift for the right edge, Tupou. Nice footwork from Tupou, just taken on the halfway line. Kamara looking for runners, Tupai. Mason Tupai. Now back to the right side. Building pressure nicely. The Messon 15. They make inroads into their opponent's half. Oh, Shay Clark.
Come back, offside, 7.
Unlucky for Shay Clark there. It was just an offside teammate at the ruck initially. He was onside, so Kamara will kick for the touchline. We had issues finding touch on this side of the field in the earlier game, but he'll find touch here and look for an attacking line out. Their first real attacking opportunity of the game.
Campbell Rob. He's got Fonua at the front. Rowan Slater in the middle. Collects the ball nicely for his team. Hotham. Kamara. Little short ball for Rova, the centre. Hotham scans the defence line. Now they go to work for Noor. Kamara. And a big front rower on his outside shoulder. Hotham. Again, they go the right side. A little inside ball for Kamara. Tupai. Mason Tupai. Big carry, big defence. Nice job, Mason Tupai. Hotham hustled and bustled, but they have the penalty advantage. Ruben lets the ball go early for Tupou. Comes back towards the middle of the defence line.
Back 9 offside.
What a run from Mason Tupaya out of Hamilton Boys High School. That last name very familiar around these ways. His brother Quinn Tupaya in the Chiefs and the Waikato team played in this very fixture.
Scrum.
And they've opted for the scrum. Have the Messon 15.
Those of you just tuned in to our coverage of under 18 and earlier this season, the 15 rugby, there has been no school competition. It banned it from Auckland and North Harbour competitions in 2020. These boys coming into camp earlier this week. Those in the Messon have had some regular footy. So Ruben, Hotham, with the ball in 2 hands, Hotham. They recycle on the 5-metre line. The Messam 15. Good field position. Good defence, Yosefa. Now they restart a new drive. The Messam 15. Manga Kiki. Defence is solid. And just 8 minutes and 15 seconds on the clock, so the two forward backs are just finding each other out as they pick and go. Now they're inside the 3. Whanua. Phenomenal work rate, Whanua. Ball between the legs. Tidied up. Mason Tupai. He's hit hard. Now they go again. Great defence.
Hands out, Blue.
Oh, I'm glad I'm retired. But some boys getting whacked in there.
Use it, Black.
6 metres out. Now they start again. Hotham. He's got 2, 3 options on the left if he wants to go. Good defence. And Smith.
Where was the advantage?
Great defence.
Offside from that scrum. From the scrum, offside.
Well, very long advantage for the Messam 15. And offside from the scrum. They had about 15 phases from there.
That scrum, Taylor, that was a month ago, the scrum. So more defence for the Mangakeke 15, and good field position for the Messam 15. Campbell Rob to the back of the line out. Now they pick and go. They're 3 metres out, the Messam 15. Muscling up on their Blues opponents. Oh, it's an obstruction, truck and trailer. Andrew Smith starting a new drive with a player in front.
We'll take about the Mangakeke team. Fantastic work on defence. Unable to break their line with the Messam 15. And again, it was just the Messam 15 unable to find touch. Was that ball?
So Oliver Foot initially. And now Tupo. Again, they have reasonable field position and they concede a penalty.
Put it down to the class of Chicago Doyle. He went right around the bootlaces and then in came his teammate from Auckland Grammar, Fehi Whenanga Nofo. Boy, everybody's a loose forward these days. And they needed that. They just need some momentum here. They've got some big boppers in their forward pack, and I'm looking forward to this Mangakeke side getting some possession.
You speak about possession, 79% in favour of the Messam 15, and you said that they're Chicago Doyle getting around the ankles, and Whenanga Nofo from Auckland Grammar getting over the ball, securing possession.
Oh, they're on out one by Will Bason. Halafihi. Some good meters after contact. Now Alan Craig.
Come back. High tackle.
So much experience in this Mangakeke forward pack. You've got the captain of Auckland Grammar in Halafihi, captain of King's College in Otunuku, and the captain of De La Salle in Satiti. So 3 captains, plenty of class.
Oh, Halafihi for Kingy at the back of the line out. And now it's the Messam team time. Yes! Through the middle. The first try scored by the Mangakeke 15, Shay Clark, the blindside flanker.
Shay Clark out of King's College. We saw the Messon 15 try driving more earlier, unable to succeed. And the Maunga Kia side, they said, let me show you how it's done. Maunga Kia side, first to score, you can see here. The speed to set at the Moor was fantastic. And then they just got their drive on. And then all of a sudden, Shay Clark just burst through the middle. And over the side, over the try line he goes.
Well, it's been one of the hottest contests that I've been looking forward to, is Slater from the Messam team up against this man here, who we've seen an abundance of on Land Rover 15 rugby. Such a powerful figure, such a big influence player. And he doesn't run away from the sunlight, he loves running towards it. That's Shay Clark.
You spoke about that experience of that forward pack too for Maunga Kia. Another captain in there, taking it to 4 captains. Jaden Kingy, the captain of Sacred Heart.
AJ Faleafaga. Was he year 9 or year 10? I think the first time he appeared in St Peter's, first 15. Year 10 when they went to the top 4. Comfortably with the conversion. Kamara goes deep. AJ Faleafaga with plenty of time. Tidy play from Maunga Kia 15.
A good clearance clip there from AJ Faleafaga. The Messon 15 elected to run it out from their own half earlier. Maunga Kia showing their intention just to play the territory game.
Campbell Robb, the hooker, 5-man line out for the Messon 15. And Whanua was the target, but it goes through his hands. Mason Tupai tidies up and gets his team over the advantage line. Now they go hard at the line. Mara, one-on-one with Faleafaga. Now the Messon 15 try to regain some authority. Smith busts the first line of defence and offloads the ball. Great job. Now they're on a roll, the Messon 15.
Off his head and then off blue hand.
Slater with a falcon.
That offload from Andrew Smith for the Messon 15 was fantastic. He decided to carry the ball. He saw the Maunga Kia defenders rushed up at him. You see it here. He saw that the defender had already committed to the outside player, so decided to carry himself, got the offload away. And then it was just a knock-on coming from the blue side, apparently. Off the head, then off the hand.
I like the look of this Messon backline as well, and one in particular is the Dauna, the right winger, is just standing in behind the first 5. He is a threat. We saw him a couple of weeks ago, Whanau, the New Plymouth Boys High School. He is electric.
Hawthorne. Kamara at the line, bodies in motion, a late ball for Tupou, then the offload. Drauna coming from the right wing. Good job. Whinianga Nafu with the steal at the breakdown. And they've got a penalty advantage as well, the ball over the top. Yopu trying to hold off Hawthorne.
9 offside.
Well, that set-piece move from the Messon 15 was outstanding. But the Maunga Kia 15, well, their defence was up to the task. Whinianga Nofo getting over the ball again. You can see here, takes it into contact strong. Clear release, gets over the ball strong. body position. And Whinianga Norfolk, that's 2 turnovers at the ruck already. Exactly what you want from an all-rounded centre.
Halafihi. 5-man line out. On the fly, Titi. Yobu. Faleafanga. Hotham in cover. Calmly clears their own quarter. Faleafanga. Chicago Doyle shifts the ball. Lurin Yosefa taken on the 10-metre line. Yobu. Stiti in between 2 defenders. Fonua splits them and goes forward. Faleafanga. The midfield bomb.
Good now.
Nice job. Good competitive game this. Kamara. Oliver Foot gone to halfback. Fonua. Bangs a couple of defenders out of the way. Kamara with a second man play. They got a little opening down the left edge. The Messam 15. Hotham. Kamara at the line. Kamara couldn't get the pass away. And takes the defence on himself. Smith. Good tackle on Andrew Smith. Halafihi. It's a tough contest. Molia spins out of the first tackle, steps out of the second, fends off the third. What a run from the front rower. Hotham. Really putting the pressure on the Mangakeke defence. Slater.
Holding. No,
Unlucky they're building just nicely. Good passage of play for the Messam 15.
Well, the front rowers on both sides have been very busy. Israel Otanuku from the Maunga side, he's the one with the turnover there. But Havila Molia, barnstorming run on his home turf out of St. Paul's Collegiate. And we've seen Mason Tupaia, we saw Havila Molia. His front rowers, they have something special. You can see here, Havila Molia breaking 2 tackles there. Ball in one hand, freeing up the right hand to fend players off. Dayton Yobu receiving one of those, eventually getting him down. 5 defenders he drew in was Havila Molia.
Halafihi to the front of the line out. Faleafanga misses out 2 players before putting the ball nice in. Another skip pass for Yosefa, who tries to run over the top of Foot. Oh, double miss to get the ball quickly to the edge.
Up there, man.
Well, the skill set from AJ Faleafanga, so impressive. 2 skip passes, as you said. Final, just getting the ball out to the edges, to their danger men. Lurin Yosefo, Caleb Tangito. You see that double miss from AJ Faleafanga out to Whinianga Noho, and then he flew out that double pass too, but unable to secure the ball.
Ball goes behind Slater, then it's knocked forward by Halafihi. Ruben tidies up. Smith with a bit of ball play at the line with a nice wide pass for Rova. Some variety to the Messam 15 attack now. Slater over the advantage line. Now they let the ball go early. Nice set play from the Messam 15. Hotham, Kamara, second man play on the right edge now for Drauna. He's quick. Now the chip and chase. Chicago Doyle on the fly. Doyle. Good shot on him. Yobu. Ball's turned over now. Foot. There are some skills on display in this contest.
Stolen right in front of me as well. The hooker from the Messam 15, Campbell Rob, St. Paul's Collegiate. Boy, that was a massive turnover because Chicago Doyle was running 1,000,000 miles an hour.
Whanua with another line-out win. Kamara. Tupo.
Just here. Offside, back line. Yes, here.
Hawthorne with a quick tap. Taking and seizing the opportunity. Hawthorne spins in the tackle, gets the ball away for Tupo. Yobu's trying to rip it clear. Lasanga with some leg drive on the 5-metre line. Now Ruben, the power and the accuracy of the massive 15 sees them with their first try, and it's Whanua.
Oh, take it back to the quick thinking of Noah Hawthorne. The Maunga Kea 15 offside at the line out the back line. So the penalty was up front. Everyone was confused. And it was the brains of Noah Hawthorne just to take the quick tap. The Maunga Kea side not on side. And just taking it into contact there, but it was a support play. They got there in their numbers. And that Messam 15 forward pack while they went to work. Strong carry from Tinama Ruben. And then it was Kenny Whanua who just got low body position, and over the line he went.
Okay, cool. Just keep.
Problem for Kamara. Well, that scoreline is an accurate reflection of this contest after 24 and a half. 7-all.
On his microphone, hitting that, so I've just tried to move it apart a little bit. I feel we had the chance to assess what it was, but yeah.
Nice job from Kingy. In the air. Won their own ball back. Now tougher. Good tackle on him from Slater. Outstanding Rowan Slater in defence. Titi. Yobu. Faleafunga at the line with an inside ball and a good tackle.
Full pass.
Good tackle from Ruben. A forward pass anyway, and a good result for the Messam 15.
Yeah, great defense. You can hear through the referee's microphone just how hard those tackles are. They're getting up in light speed. Slater, he's been impressive. And it was just Faleafunga with the inside ball, just drifting forward. You'll see it here at line speed. And then just that inside ball. And Tadama Ruben making that big tackle.
Bind. Set.
Good scrum from the Messam 15. Oliver Foot on the right edge. Goes hard at the line. Oliver Foot breaks it in, lovely inside ball. Hawthorne, now he goes on the outside. Collected by Oliver Foot. They still have momentum. The Messam 15. Hawthorne. He's hassled by Chicago Doyle. There's an advantage and now throw in it down the right edge.
Penalty here. Is there one out wide too, Tiana?
Just a little knock on there, but great
Who's
work
captain?
again from Noah Hawthorne. He was able to milk that penalty, just dragging in that player.
Here or midfield.
Well, he milked it beautifully. Lovely break from Hawthorne and Foot.
Midfield? Yeah.
They just worked it together, the 9-15, and they got plenty of real estate down that open side, and it became the Foot Hawthorne show.
Back line offside.
And then Hawthorne, well, he milked this penalty because Josefo was there,
Taking the shot.
and he kind of dragged him in and says, look at this guy here, ref, he shouldn't be here.
Here's Mark, mate.
Might get a job with Peter Jackson.
And here's some respect being shown here from the Messam 15 for the Maunga Kea side. also known as One Tree Hill for those watching in Auckland. And opting for the penalty kick right in front of the post. Not a lot of wind.
Taha Kemara, and part of the Hamilton Boys High team for the last 3 years. Last weekend, they wrapped up their 14th Super 8 title in 16 years. Hamilton Boys High, a phenomenal record under the coaching. Kemara. Just completing the rap sheet for the Hamilton Boys High team. They've won 12 Chiefs First 15 titles, 4 top 4s, the Sanix World Championship 3 times, and they've won 7 Condor titles. So these kids come out of a phenomenal program at Hamilton Boys High. And now on the return. Mess in 15 concede a penalty.
We are 9, we are.
That's the second one for Israel Otunuku. These front rowers, they're having a fantastic game. And that's what you need from front rowers in the game these days, is just to be all-rounded, and that's exactly what Israel Otunuku's been doing from King's College.
That's where you are, man.
Well, his nickname is Papa Smurf. And he's as big as a house. And he's as strong as anybody going around, 139 kilos. He is a terrific asset to this team. In fact, he's a terrific asset to any team he plays for.
"37 kilos in his hair alone." Well, at least the full package, this kid, Falea Fanga, competent goal kicker, we know, pass selection, running game, offloading and kicking in general play is outstanding. Very talented. Makes it 10-all.
Fano, you talk about the quality of the players, but also great to see in the coaching. Players like Sean Honick, Isaac Boss getting involved with the Messam team. And as for Manga Kiki, of course, Stephen Bates and Ben Afiyaki playing their role in coaching these young men.
Comfortable clearance. Kicker 15.
Getting up, let's go. 5 man. 5. Get up, you got fresh man.
Campbell Rob. For Slater at 6 in the line out. And now Lasanga. Tauranga Boys High School. He's had a terrific season as well. Lasanga. Kamara lets the ball go quickly, then a double pump from Tupou. Force Kamara to start again. Slater puts the ball on the edge for Jericho York. Defence, Shay Clark, Slater hustling in there.
Off your feet, mate. No.
Good job, Rowan Slater. Hard working. Here he is, a tough kid. Gets himself about. Good in the contact. And that occasion there, taking them on by himself and won a penalty for his team. Great job, Slater.
Yeah.
Kamara's going for the line out here, not opting for the post this time.
I was happy it released.
He's got a bit of momentum going at the moment, so they'll just be looking to capitalise on this and keep up the speed.
Campbell Rob. And the ball is won At the back by Ruben, it's ruled not straight.
What do you want, mate? Blue? Scrum or line out? Scrum? Scrum.
Whalongo tana umanga. On the subject of people from Wainui Mata who are a long way from home. Former All Black captain, assistant coach of the Blues. Helping out Northland in the Mitre 10 Cup.
I got one there.
Crouch! Bind! Set!
Yobu. Paleafaga, they're going to move the ball from inside their own quarter. Yobu. Ruck sets in the middle, they're inside their own quarter. And they win the penalty.
Nah, off your feet, mate.
No, he's got a third leg, sir.
I'll give you the tip, mate. Nobody ever got a referee to change his call after arguing with him.
We saw it in the earlier game. Referees policing the ruck very strictly, not finding touch.
Oh, Oliver Foot, one last chance for the Messam 15. He was away from the first two defenders. Oliver Foot. So now Hotham, Kamara, and now Slater this time carries to commit defenders. The counter ruck, Whanua tidies up, and the penalty will go the way of the Munga kick at 15.
Call there, just hands in the ruck.
Okay, yeah. That's what these
AJ
top penalties
Whaliafunga
are for, mate. Yeah.
will look for the corner here with only
About 2 minutes.
2 minutes left to play. You heard it from the referee there.
Drive it. Front.
What's the time, Dusto? 30 seconds? Cool, mate.
Halafihi for Alan Craig.
Not straight. What do you want, Black? Scrum or line out? Scrum.
That's 2 calls for not straight within the past couple minutes. No wind down there though, Willie Lawson.
No one to speak of, and they're about 2 metres tall. So they're big targets to actually hit, so I'll be disappointed by that. The Maungakiki side heading into the break. Beautiful sunshine down here. Tell me, I've actually got my sunglasses on.
Bind! Set!
Hotham, Kamara to the line, a little double pump, and then takes the line on himself. Taha Kamara, good run. Hotham, Tupou with a low ball, the catch does well. Now Hotham pinches the ball off the ground, takes some metres down the left side. Hotham thought about an offload that's come off Yobu, that ball.
Knock on by Blue.
Only needs half a chance. Noah Hotham, and he carved off 24 metres with a terrific run right on the stroke of half-time. With the Messam 15 and the Mungakeka 15 locked up at 10-all. Sets us up for a thrilling second half. The family are all back and supporters are all back with our live sport. There's a young halfback in his first taste of rugby. Hainsworth, awful. Goes on as Kamara picks out Yobu. Titi with the first carry. Yobu kicks from the base of the ruck. Chicago Doyle in the air does well. That's a good take under pressure. Smith's the decoy. Kamara. Couple of decoy runners. Rova. Hotham. Little double pump. Smith. Andrew Smith. Now thrown up. Hotham.
Yeah, advantage.
Strong Hotham, he got the ball. Yobu at the same time and still was able to buy himself some time.
Advantage over.
Oh, nice skill down the left edge, Oliver Foot. The Messam 15, what a way to start the second half. They can't take the final pass. Cracking phase of play to open up the second half.
Well, that offload from Johnny Rova, I think it was, from the Messam 15 was outstanding. Caught the Maunga Kia 15 off guard. See here, giving it out wide. Trying to find space like they were told at the halftime, and look at that. Beautiful stuff from the centre.
Campbell Robb, he was looking for Rowan Slater. The ball goes behind him. And now the Maunga Kia 15. Faleafaga. A grubbing kick along the ground for Oliver Foot. He's trying to put the ball behind Asi. He finds a player in support on the inside, but good defence. Great defence from Rampling. Now Yobu, Faleafaga trying to split the gap between fullback and halfback. And now York, Jericho York, offloads from the ground. Oliver Foot. On under 18 and first 15 rugby, don't we encourage our players to express themselves?
Look, and that's the great thing about Land Rover First 15 rugby for our viewers who've been lucky enough to watch throughout the year. The way these kids attack, and you can see a massive hit here coming on from the replacement, Malachi Rampling.
Kingy with the line out win, and now the Maunga Kia 15 go hard at the Messam defence line. Yobu, Faleafaga's got a player on the inside. Doyle doesn't need him. Then he offloads on the outside. Doyle with a good offload back on the inside, but it's Molia. Comes away with the ball. Hotham. Putting the ball behind Doyle, but it's gone out on the full.
Look, and that'll be the first error Noah Hotham has made today. It was a good option. He saw there was no one out the back.
12 blue, sub.
No one standing deep. And unfortunately, unable to execute that.
Yeah. Black ball. Yeah, knock on.
Manulele Awa
Yeah.
is coming on. The player from Kings.
Crouch. I'm here, is he? Bind. Set.
Hotham. Kamara. Tupou. Tries to take the defence on the outside, but commits with the defence before they stole the ball, and it's been stolen back.
That was Manu Leleoa. He comes straight onto the field and wins a penalty for the Maunga Kia side. And it was just Tupou. He was hesitant when he took it to the line. So the Messam 15 players were unable to get to him on time and support him and clear the arriving defenders out. And Francis Manu Leleoa out of King's College able to secure the ball.
Faleafaga gives the team field position.
Cheers, mate.
So there it is. They're inside their opponent's quarter. The line out is won by Whanua. That's a big line out win, given where the Messam 15 was on the field.
Advantage.
Kamara with an attacking kick, charged down, secured by Rowan Slater, gets the ball away in the tackle, then some class.
Advantage over.
Now the kick, Doyle, Chicago Doyle. He got some wheels, this kid. Doyle tries to go on the outside. Run down by Jericho Yobu now. Yobu. And the ball out the back, Faleafunga trying to put the ball behind Rauna, and he does. Gets a good bounce. That is very, very good play from the Mangakeke 15.
Fantastic kick there from Faleafunga across the field. Getting a very contestable line out. You can see here, turnover comes, big tackle there. And then it's the return from Faleafunga, finding perfect field position and contestable line out for the Mangakeke.
Andrew Smith, Whanua. And then the charge down from Shea Clark.
Yeah, 5 minutes scrum. Yeah. Scrum.
Here's the charge from Shea Clark.
What's that? There's scrum.
Very tall, just under 2
but
metres is Shea Clark. And look, this is a very difficult position to defend from for the Messam 15. 5 metres out. A blind side to work with as well, so they could go 8-9 to the left, or they can spin it wide out to the right with all their numbers. You can see Faleafunga there going to talk to Josefa. So options galore for the Mangakeke side.
Bond! Set!
So Yobu waits.
Free kick here. Drop your bind, mate.
Cleared the ball. The Mangakeke 15. They'd already won the scrum as well.
Strong, you were down on this. Yeah, that's what
And now we have to do it all again.
I'll keep an eye out, okay?
That's Josefa that's standing immediately behind the scrum. That could mean something or nothing.
Bind!
Yobu. Good scrum from the Messam 15. Now Josefa from the wing gets the ball at first receiver. Bounces off the first defender. Too good for the next. Luron Josefa with a show of power, strength and determination with an outstanding individual try.
Luron Josefa out of King's College. We've seen him score plenty of tries on Land Rover First 15 rugby. You can see here Dayton Yobu, his teammate, just gets it to him. Ball in 2 hands. And it was the number 7 that came across. Vini Lasangi gave him a bit of momentum trying to put in the shot, and it bounced him over the try line. So good try to Luron Josefa.
Unfortunately there, because Kamara was in to make the tackle, and it was the open side flanker for the Messam team, and Lasanga out of Tauranga boys that gave him the momentum to actually bounce off, and then he went again. Josefa is a quality finisher. Doesn't need too many more invitations.
Faleafunga.
Chiefs 17, Chiefs 10.
Well, it was 7-0, then 7-0, then 10-7, then 10-0. So based on the pattern of scoring, the Messam 15 are going to score in the next 3 minutes, Taylor.
Converted try, you reckon?
Plenty of time for Faleafunga. Very good play.
Numbers! Five! Charlie, you got push back!
Whanua with the win, Rampling with the carry. Hotham. Kamara. Tupou, a little double pump before putting Rover into a lovely hole. Now the right foot step. Good tackle, Chicago Doyle. Then he steals the ball. Doyle, outstanding defense from Chicago Doyle. And now the Munga kick at 15 with an offload coming from Whinianga Nofo. Hawk Hankins. Now Yobu. Faleafunga trying to put the ball behind Jericho York, who does well to keep it in, but there's a chase coming. Now York from inside his own quarter. Jericho York away from the first defender, past the second. Then they concede a penalty. They were doing so well. The mess of 15.
Oh, catch a breath, Ken. What a phase of play that was. First, the mess in 15 looking like they were sure thing to score. And then Maunga Keke turning it over. Their counter-attack just as impressive. And at the end of the day, they're in the right end of the field and opting to take the shot is Ele Faleafunga.
That man again, Otunuku. Boy, for a tight head prop, he puts in some yards, and this is just beautiful play. So hard to shift. The big wide stance, he's down there, and there he is, he's pumped.
All 76 kilos of him.
Well, look, that's his third turnover at the ruck today. He's probably got more than his loose ball trio. Very impressive.
Yes,
Is Israel Otunuku.
Well, he's
or Papa Smurf.
He's one of the most softly spoken guys you could ever meet as well. Remember that game where they played Auckland Grammar and the interview? Boy, he's as quiet as a church mouse, not out on the field though.
Walk quietly, carry a big stick, as they say. AJ Faleafunga, he has had a tremendous influence on this game so far. Faleafunga at every touch of the ball with his hands or with his feet. And he's turning opportunities into points as they lead 20 points to 10.
And changes for the Western team as well. Bartlett, Robinson, and player that I've been looking forward to is Jordan Hutchings. We've seen him from Rotorua Boys High School, the open side flanker. Keep an eye on the man in jersey number 20.
So Kamara. And on point, Jordan Hutchings. You talk about tough kids. There's the one right there, is Willie Losse, saluting to the captain of Rotorua Boys High.
Crouch. Bond.
Yobu. Titi holds. Little 8-9 play Yobu. At the line. Oh, with a nice ball. With Tangitau. Now Oliver Foot with a bouncing ball. And it's back initially to the defence. Runs the ball out. And no room for Tupou. So they have to recycle just outside their quarter. Oh, then an unforced error. And now the Munga kick at 15. They can do some damage from here. Otunuku waits. Over the advantage line, commits 3 defenders to the tackle. Great job, Otunuku. Now Satiti. Short ball for Whinianga. Yobu. Faleafunga. Chicago Doyle with a left foot step.
Come back. Black knock on first. For
Another long advantage for the Maunga Keke side. A knock-on advantage there, so they'll get a scrum.
Chiefs.
Almost a midfield scrum,
1-9
close to
and
the
11
line.
blue.
And look, the cavalry is coming for the Maunga Keke side. They've been in camp all week.
Yeah.
As I said earlier, 4 days of continuous rugby drills, learning a lot of stuff from their coaches, very experienced coaches. There'll be some tired bodies out there.
20 left. Yeah, here's Mark Woods. Go. Time on. Let's go, Charlie. Come first. Call me if you need. Crouch.
Sam Howling.
Set.
20 to go, howling. Faleafunga, 2 runners coming on the inside, and it's Whinianga Nofo. Trying to commit. Miss him 15, defence, and then they...
You can't kick it out, mate. I was happy he came through, can't kick it out.
Very clear instructions from the referee.
Taking the shot.
Happy for the players to drive through the ruck, but they can't kick the ball out. So
Just make sure we're
Faleafunga
back 10,
opting
boys.
to take the
Mark's
kick.
here, back 10.
You'll see it here. Great ball from Sam Howling, but the defence from this Messin 15. Big hit on Whinianga Nofo. That was Malakai Rampling, who's really been impressive once he's come on the field. So AJ Faleafunga will take the shot at goal.
Well, 50 minutes gone, the Mangakiki 15. They've had less ball, less field position, spent less time in their opponent's 22. And they are on the verge of a 13-point lead, which just shows you might have only been together for 3 days, but they've shown some ticker collectively as a group. And it is indeed now 23 points to 10.
When I've been really impressed with the skill level from this Maunga Kia side. As we said earlier, the Auckland 1A cancelled, the North Harbour 1A cancelled. These players haven't been playing rugby for a long time. They're very cohesive together. It's great to see.
Kamara with a kick. Very good take. Now Howling. Straight up and down with the kick. Chicago Doyle, what a brilliant take. And a terrific return, Chicago Doyle. Now Kamara. Long ball for Smith. And now Drona getting on the outside of Whinianga Nofo with an inside ball.
No, backwards.
And secured by Manalele Awa.
Well, the Chiefs, they still get their throw in there, but wow, what a take from Oliver Foote. Up in the air. Just getting the ball out. And that's his opposite, Chicago Doyle, in the Maunga Kia side, scrambling back in defence.
Hankins.
Well, this is what they need. They've been doing a lot of defensive work in the last 12 minutes.
Mark, let's.
Have the Messin side, they've finally got some position, and they're also on the right side of the field.
They've made more line breaks as well. Mangakiki 15 have missed more tackles. Made more handling errors. So they're on the wrong end of all the major stats, the Mangakiki 15, but they lead 23 points to 10. This is proof. Doesn't matter how long you have the ball, it's what you do with it. Now Kamara goes to the line, and then Hotham with a nice ball for Oliver Foote. Now Hotham. Now let the ball go early. Kamara for Bartlett.
Hands out, Blue. Rucket formed.
Hotham back to right side. Rampling with a long ball. Deluna.
Was it knock on first, was it?
The errors are just starting to creep in for this Messin 15. Kositino Drona Alanu Plymouth Boys High, unable to take that ball. Wasn't a clean ball though. So look, Maunga Kia 15 again with possession.
Hankins with the throw. Shay Clark with the win. Hainsworth far off with the carry. Nicely done. Faleafunga standing deep, trying to put the ball behind Rona. Oliver Foote.
Inside.
The thing that has impressed me about this Mangakiki side, apart from the huge number of captains that they have for their side, is they've been without the footy, and so they've just been a little bit hungrier this afternoon. and everything that they've done.
Henkins. A bit of movement in the line. Eventually they went to the back now. Faleafaga off a ball from Sititi. Drauna. So we will be back to the 22 for a restart. The Messam 15, they're down by 13, so it's a 2-score equation for them with 14 and a half on the clock, which is very doable. So Shea Clark sits down.
Just wait, mate, just wait.
For Edward White. Whinianga Nofo makes way for Lolo here. And Otanuku, who's been good today. For Lea'am. Manu. Doyle. Faleafaga. Then opting to just keep the Messam 15 down their own end of the park. Kamara with a midfield bomb.
Keep moving.
And an Oliver Foot.
Well, he took a magnificent high ball earlier. Unable to take that one cleanly. Sam Howling just disrupting and competing for the ball. So again, another scrum for the Maunga Kia side. Big blind to work with here with the replacement player, Lucas Payne, out to the side on the left. They've also got plenty of firepower out to the right-hand side for Sam Howling with plenty of options at the scrum.
And just a note as well, Whaono, that a number of these players that are coming on in the bigger jerseys actually played in the earlier match. And so getting a second run for some of these boys.
So Howling, Faleafaga. Nice cut-out ball. Chicago, Doyle down the right edge. Doyle, inside ball. Lolo here. Into the 22 again, Howling.
Advantage offside.
On the advantage line. Hainsworth far awful. Now Howling. Now they go to work inside their opponent's quarter. Faleafaga with an attacking kick out on the left side, but Rauna is in good position.
10 offside.
They're playing under advantage, so that's why the crossfield kick came from AJ Faleafaga. 10 offside was the call. Taha Kamara just creeping up at ruck time.
Taking a shot, mate.
You can see here that run from Chicago Doyle. He's been electric for King's College.
Yeah,
and it was Taufuhi Lolo here out of Westlake. There in support, screaming for the ball. And again, the Maunga Kia side have decided to go for the 3 points. There's a lot to play for these two sides. National selection in that 50-man Barbarian squad that was named. Well, they'll be vying for starting positions.
Tired,
some of these players
getting tired.
Impressing those selectors who are here today.
Sorry, I heard the call 12 minutes. Yeah.
Hurricanes camp wrapped up yesterday, the South Island one. It's being scheduled. That top 50 have been selected. 7 out of the Mungakeke 15. 8 out of the Messam 15 are in that group. But interesting, AJ Faleafaga is not. But on the basis of what we've seen today, he won't be far away, I'm sure, with another successful. And the significance of this kick, it's now a 3-score game for the Messam 15 to get back.
Number 20.
Yeah. Just hold the ball, hold the ball. Number 20, Black. Oh, he's already off.
Another fascinating stat. There's 71 rucks to the Messam 15, 34 for Maunga Kia, just showing they don't take the ball into contact, they're finding space.
Off blue first, then Black.
Yeah, I'll come anyway. Okay, I'll come now.
Nah, not followed by you guys first. Yeah.
10 and a half.
Yeah.
Big blow for the Messam 15 as well, Ken, because the man we were talking about, Jordan Hutchins, young man, He's got an injury to his right shoulder, so he's been replaced by Heath McEwen, who was the captain of the Clark side earlier this afternoon.
Hotham, little second man play for Kamara now with a half break from him and the tackle by Lolohea. Hotham. Slater, first receiver, then Rover with a big dummy. Into the backfield of the defence, looking for a long, wide ball. Out on the left side for Campbell Robb, who stands on the touchline. The hooker running like a winger on the left edge.
Oh, we see it so much in the professional game. The hooker's hanging out on the wing. And look at that break from Johnny Rova out of New Plymouth Boys High. Ball in two hands. Decides to give it out wide. Bounces up perfectly. Ball, Campbell Robb. And just unable to stay in.
Henkins. And in the end, won by the Mungakeke 15. Howling. And Faleafunga standing on the 5-metre line. Here's an option for the kick. Howling is another option. He's made an immediate impact, this kid. Howling.
The captain of the Cowston Boys High side. He's been in that team for 3 years. You can see him talking up a storm. Very experienced is Sam Howling.
Campbell Robb for Andrew Smith. And now Rampling. Good carry. Hotham. Kamara. Rova not held, so goes again. Hotham. Wide ball for Drona. Trying to hold off the tackle of Lolohea. Hotham. Bartlett. Hotham. Funua. Kamara with a ball, but the defence is a good read. Asi. Plenty of energy and defence. Well and truly taken on board. Coach Stephen Bates advised at half-time. Keep at them, keep working hard, stay solid. Those were the messages that we heard from the huddle. And as young chargers have gone to work, there's some skill. Yeah, Asi, Jeremiah Asi with a good, strong carry. Howling. Now the pick and go. This time from Edward White.
Come back. Knock on Black.
Let's go. All day.
Messam 15, they dominate possession, territory. But it's the turnovers conceded. 20 turnovers in 63 minutes so far. You can see possession there. They've got the ball, they're just unable to execute and turn it into points. You can see there, still quite high from the Mungakeke side, but 20 times they've handed the ball over. That's why they find themselves behind on the scoreboard.
Only a third of the ball. And they lead by 26-10. Mungakeke 15. A real tribute to their defence and their attitude that they can play for so long without the ball and lead by 16 points with 6.5 on the clock. Now the Messam 15, they need points to state the obvious, and they need them quickly. Kamara. And now on the outside, Smith. Short ball for McEwen. Great job on defence. Terrific work from Asi. Then the offload, Chicago Doyle with the chip and chase. Now Oliver Foot. He chips. Secured by Satiti, the captain, and a good return from Satiti. Now he angles back on the inside. The outstanding carry from the captain. Now Faleafunga is trying to jam the Messam 15 in their own quarter. Faleafunga in control. Titi. They're going to chance their arm down the right edge. Great steal at the ruck, but
Off your feet, mate. Nah, need to support your body weight. Nah, 2.
Slater and Campbell. Rob, frustration.
Cool, thanks, mate.
How about that run from Satiti? He lost a boot
Taking
during the
shot
process and just continued to play on. And now he's just saying, we'll take it to the corner, give him a chance to put his boot back on.
Well, you'll know his father very well. Simo Satiti played for the Manu Samoa. And it's great to see these youngsters now on the field. And a good run from the De La Salle captain. See there, ball in 2 hands. Just gets past the tackle of Campbell Rob. The transition from one hand to the other with the ball just to free it for a fend. And now it's time to go to work and line out.
The Messam 15.
Yeah, 20 blue.
They need 2 tries plus.
Advantage.
Time not on their side, so they need to take these kind of risks.
Come back. 20 blue, offside. Okay, cool. Sorry.
And the penalties just starting to creep up at the moment. 9 against the Maungakiekie side, 14 against the Messam. And it's just when there's time running down, there's some tired bodies, not getting back on side, getting behind the last man's foot at the ruck.
Yeah, 2 black, sub. 2 black. Are you 2, mate? You 2? Yeah. Yeah, sub, mate.
Campbell Rob.
Thanks, mate.
Sean Ralph.
Push through, boys. Get up, push on. Push through, push on.
So Ralph. And they work the ball to the back of the maul.
Use it!
Hotham.
Yeah, advantage, not number.
Yeah, a short ball for
Okay.
Dawson Smith.
25, offside.
Just be patient, boys.
Yeah.
David Hill.
About 2.
Roger
2.5.
Randall. Coaches on the elite level of our game. Running their eye over the next generation.
Free.
And this kid, Kamara, in a few of those conversations. A little hair. And now Sean Ralph. He's got Funua at 2. Smith at 3 as the line-out options, and it's Andrew Smith jumping at 3 in the line-out. Well, it's Rankling in the back with the ball for the Chiefs. Now he offloads. Kamara with an inside ball for Rova, away from the first defender.
29, round the side. Just here. Go.
Jeremiah Asi getting over the ball, securing the turnover for the Maungakiekie side, but they were under advantage for that maul, dragging it down. So you'd imagine they'd go for another attacking opportunity, not the points, and that's exactly what they do. They call a scrum with a minute left to play, try and show off their skills.
Hasn't Oliver Foote and Johnny Rova, the fullback and centre for the Messam 15, made some terrific breaks. Boy, they've been in good form.
Set.
Oliver Foote. Exactly, Willie. Chicago Door, a couple of brilliant fullbacks out there today as Rampling tries to get his team going forward. Now Butler, Josh Butler. And Hotham. Andrew Smith. Yeah, the pick and go from Whanua after Slater cleaned out a defender. Into the final seconds of the game. And just looking to finish on something positive. An enormous amount of get a double.
Well, Whanua, he deserved that. He's been working hard for this Messam side the entire day. A consolation try for this Chiefs under-18 team. Kenny Whanua out of Rotorua Boys High. He'll be happy with his performance today.
He has put in a shift and a half today. In fact, he's done double time. Big and strong, and determination to get over the line for a second.
A converted try at the end as Nigel Hotham, the Hamilton Boys High successful coach, one of the most successful first 15 coaches alongside him, Dan Bowden, and 26 points to 17 among a kicker 15 over the Messam 15.